Well, a change in the NFL's concussion protocol in October added the word ataxia. Now, NFL players won't be allowed to return to a game if they show ataxia, meaning instability or speech issues. But one Omaha woman wants people to know that it can also be a word for a rare permanent condition that she and others have. Here's 3 News Now's Erin Hegarty.
So you actually kind of look like you're drunk.
Not many have heard of ataxia. It's a medical condition that makes it difficult for Linda Snider to move, everything from walking to talking.
If you've ever had too much to drink, it's that sensation of when you stand up and you're like, whoa, and things feel a little bit off balance. That is what it's like, but it's like that all the time.
For years, she was unaffected by ataxia. She even did artistic roller skating when she was young, but a genetic test at 21 revealed she would.
I was very open to doing everything because I wanted all the experiences possible. It's interesting when you know something's going to happen to you in the future, you definitely start appreciating it more.
It's life-threatening. Her dad and younger cousin both died of ataxia complications. Though she doesn't need a wheelchair yet, she made sure to choose a career she could do in one. She works at Methodist in radiology, and she does what she can to try to train her brain and hold it off from getting worse. The peg game, trying to balance. Chair yoga. This device helps her move a cup from one room to another without a spill. So when Dolphins quarterback Tua Tagovailoa stumbled, Linda knew what to call it.
As soon as I saw it, I was like, he has ataxia.
In a high-profile change to the NFL's concussion protocol, the word ataxia was added as a no-go symptom. He came back in the game where he showed it. Less than a week later was his scary injury. But how could ataxia also describe Linda's condition? We asked Stephen Barlow, Associate Director of UNL's CB3 lab. On this preserved brain, he showed us the cerebellum, the part in the lower back here. It controls movement and speech.
If there is an injury or disease process to the cerebellum, it can affect things like your ability to walk and move with smoothness and precision.
But in the case of Tua's concussion,
the cerebellum is probably the least understood in terms of, how it responds to a concussive input to the head.
Ataxia can look different in different people, like at this local support group, Nebraska Ataxia.
You'll see people here that are, older adults, and then my son Elliot, who's 7 and has ataxia. He's, very smart, very bright. It's just sometimes hard to tell because his body doesn't work the way that it should.
Though Linda can get around without a cane, she chooses to use one when in public. It's a visual clue for others. And though different from temporary ataxia, she hopes the NFL's use of the word changes things.
I'm hoping now people are more educated about ataxia and will stop assuming that I'm drunk.
In Omaha, Erin Hegarty, 3 News Now.
Linda says she began having problems in her 30s, and she sometimes felt she needed to pretend she had a condition more people had heard of, like MS.